You are now at the third stop on our route. The old bridge was built in 1804 and has survived various floods. The Cordillera River, even though it is virtually dry for most of the year, has flooded on numerous occasions and once swept the new bridge away. One of the floods which has gone down in the history books was the one in 1967, which affected the lower end of the village. To commemorate this great flood, the villagers painted a line on the building where the highest floodwaters came to. Another big flood affected the village in 1994. Many of the planted areas around the village were destroyed. The villagers struggled to rebuild what they had lost. Lluís Llach, the famous Catalan singer-songwriter, came to their aid by giving concerts to collect money to help the village. At the same time, vineyards were replanted and the old cooperative winery was renovated and new, more modern equipment brought in. Grape growers were paid a higher rate for their grapes, far more than they had even been paid before. If we look upstream and to the right, we can see the old olive oil mill, which belonged to Cal Amorós, and next door is the guest house known as La Icona del Pont Vell. If we look closely, we can see that it has Mozarabic-style arches, as it was built at a time when this sophisticated artistic movement was popular. Following the river upstream, we will find the old public laundry house, which has now become a public area. The old ironwork and small troughs have been preserved, which is where they washed the clothes of the people who were ill. If we continue a little further upstream through vineyards and olive groves, we would come to La Garrancha, which was once a small village dependent on Porrera. The houses are abandoned now. We will not be visiting La Garrancha during this audio tour, but it would be a lovely walk to do on your own. Coming back to Porrera, if you look in front of you, you will see Cal Baldric, one of the manor houses of Porrera, which has recently been converted into Ball-llac Winery. If you look closely, you will see that the building is finished off with what appear to be portholes, and the edges of the building are rounded to remind us of the ships which once took Porrera wines overseas. You will find the next QR code to the east, near to a house on a corner which is on La Plaza de la Guineu, or Fox's Square.